Feel about independence altogether? Do you feel as though they're an important part of the industry and is it something that we need to maintain?
I think they always have been, yeah, and I think it's one thing I think we need to increase really, rather than let the major labels dictate the market. You know, it'd be great to see another creation or another factory come through and dominate the market. I think at Christmas, I think something like 95% of the singles in the charts are major label owned. So it proves a point there, sort of cornering the market for everything at the moment.
Yeah. How do you think then that we can keep it so that independents are always competing with majors?
I think it's probably getting older the bands. That's how they did it originally. It's get the A&R men out there, and sign more new bands, and try and get them pushed out there.
What your relationship with independents has been over the years, and if you're still stocking new independent labels?
Well, predominantly when I first started, it was second hand. It's only sort of the last 5 or 6 years I've started to stock a lot of new stock. So I do deal with a few independents, but mainly sort of through other distributors, because a lot of them tend to go through the major labels now as well, like Warner's and Play It Again, Sam and Sony and Universal. So the last few years, I've got accounts with all them now, so I can get some independent stuff. A lot of them don't distribute direct. You have to go through the distributor now.
Yeah, and do you think the relationship between the two is beneficial both ways to independent record shops?
I think it'd be more beneficial if they dealt direct with the shops. I know when the shops started to decrease years ago, a lot of the independents tended to stop distributing straight to the shops and went through the major labels because they've got a bigger audience, if you know what I mean. So.
Yeah. And we had Record Store Day the other week. People I've spoke to so far, like when I've interviewed people, I've had mixed responses. I know Eddie from Acid Jazz was totally against the idea because he said, each said it is you can get a remastered Bruce Springsteen album on a major label, and that's not benefiting the people that Record Store Day should be benefiting. How do you feel about it?
I can see where that argument comes in because 6-7 years ago the majors were interested in Record Store Day. Since the boom in the last 6 or 7 years, the increase every year, they tend to be more involved now and they're sort of dictating the prices. For example, the Bruce Springsteen album you just mentioned is 30 quid for a double album reissue. You can probably pick an original second-hand copy up in probably as good a condition for a tenner. So they tend to be dictating the costs, and the costs have gone up dramatically, I think, over the last couple of years, and that's because the major labels are back involved.
Yeah.
On the vinyl scene.
In terms of your own label, then, how did that come about, and what do you do with that then?
It's more of a hobby. I started my label about 10 years ago when I was putting things out by local bands. I've done a couple of recent Manchester punk compilations that did really well. And for this year, for Record Store Day, we did the first charity release, which is a band called The Waterfront, which was the pre-Stone Roses band, really, 3 original members of the Stone Roses. And we released that with all the proceeds going to the Christie Hospital in Manchester.